Hey guys, I'm back with another Boost Box update, so let's get started. I have less time to record today, so I'm actually going to try to speed this up. I know I always say that, but let's actually try to do that today. Okay, so Sword and Shields loaded my brain a little bit more today. I think that today, generally Sword and Shield's been pretty slow, and then but the two main sets that are kind of doing like decent or having okay momentum or actually going up are Astral Radiance and Silver Tempest. And these are kind of sets that I've kind of repeatedly mentioned. Like the metrics have like these are really subtle signs, and it could technically change at any time. But like the metrics like would look good. Like Silver Tempest, I would see like it would have a lot of consistent sales. It's a little hard to see with like this big bar over here for TCG player sale, but it has a lot of consistent sales. I see like most days it's like three or four. Yesterday there were 10, and then when I look at the listings, I'm like, okay, there's not like a really big lister or anything. It's more like there's only so many boxes at the next price point, and yeah, it's increased to a new high of 265. As far as I think, I didn't double check that, but I think that's the new high. And then even after that, it goes to 270 after like six boxes. So yeah, a lot of it's because like people bought like 10 yesterday. I don't know if it's like one seller or one buyer, I mean, or multiple. But yeah, it's pretty good Silver Tempest. Also, like personally, like I just like Silver Tempest in the sense of like it's not technically the best in the world. Like it doesn't have like, a lot of depth, but having that Lugia chase card is definitely a big sort of thing. I got contacted by Rip and Shipper interested in Silver Tempest. That's like the first I've heard of that recently. Um, and yeah, I think that Lugia chase does have like quite a bit of value. And nowadays, honestly, packs are so expensive. Like for every pack, that like sometimes like you can get Sword of Shield for like a decent price in comparison, because Scarlet Violet's already like a little bit. It's more expensive than Sword and Shield, like MSRP wise. Um, yeah, the other box is Astral Radiance, so the price didn't really change, but stayed the same. But yeah, four boxes sold yesterday after it like kind of going down. But yeah, recently Astral Radiance has been pretty consistent. It has some times when there's like no sales, and then things will like drop. Otherwise, demand's like not too bad really. It's like three. Honestly, a lot of days it's like three boxes. Um, some days it's like two, and then some days it's zero, so it kind of averages it out. Yeah, this says averages two for last month, and then there's not like a ton of resistance to the next price point. Like over here, there's only two. That's like two boxes. Actually no, that's still 280. Two boxes of 280. It's next price point. In comparison, uh, Sword Shield based Rebel Clash, they're like the same. Practice Blaze, I think it actually went down like $1. I do see like another seller listed. I don't know. I don't remember if the quantity increased or decreased, but it does look like there's a few more new lower listing sellers, because it seemed like it was a little closer to reaching a new price point. But now there's a bunch of more listings around like the 205, 206, 207 mark. Um, with all those prices close together, it just takes a while for it to reach another major milestone. Chilling Rain, I feel like it's about the same. Some days are just a little slower. I feel like Saturdays, I don't know. It feels like Saturdays are a little slower sometimes. People aren't, or Sundays. That could just be like bias or whatever. I don't really. I didn't look at the data to confirm that. Um, but yeah, one box sold yesterday, and I'm still waiting for that like above 330 price. Falling Sky is the same way. Um, no boxes sold yesterday, and I'm still waiting for that like it just to break out. Like it's been, I don't know the exact range, but it's never been like 13 around 1310 for a really long time, maybe even 1320. So like I think it had to go to like 1340 or 50 to like really catch my attention more. Um, it's just yeah, like what's the previous high was like 1380. And it's been kind of like fluctuating in these lower parts over here. So yeah, I think it's about 1340 or 1360 for it to like look like it's recovering back. But still, it's not too bad. Like this is kind of a normal pattern. It goes up a lot, like 900, like 960 to 1300 is a really big jump, and it kind of like just like corrects itself. So it might be the next time that we get like a big sort of price increase. There's going to be it's the same sort of thing. It's going to go maybe not as high, go up and have a little correction. Um, Fusion Strike, a good amount of boxes were bought yesterday, four compared to the norm. Future Strike has had also a good amount of consistent sales, not like as much as Silver Tempest, but those look kind of good in terms of that. As far as like the mangoes versus available supply, I think I said it's better than Lost Origin. Let's see, it's 4, 10, 12. Like 12 boxes to 495, and then 16 boxes to 500. So I think that might have been a little more than yesterday. I think yesterday I said it was like 12 or something. So it seems like more boxes are bought, but more boxes might have been listed. Um, I was comparing that to Lost Origin yesterday. Lost Origin, because like yeah, I'm mostly caring about what's the range of these boxes that they're typically hitting, and then like what would surpass that to be like sort of a new sort of like change in the pattern. So for Fusion Strike, it'd be hitting around like four, like about 500, and then for Lost Origin, it'd probably be hitting around 410 to 420 ish. So I'm just looking at how many boxes it would take to get there. Lost Origin, yeah, to get to four, I'd have to go back past this whole page to get to even 405. So yeah, it seems like there's more Lost Origin still than Fusion Strike to get to like a more significant price point. Brilliant Stars, it's pulling Astral Radiance. Like I remember this happened. Astral Radiance, like no sales happened, and like it's doing okay, but then yeah, there's too many boxes at $300 price. Okay, let's go to Scarlet Violet. Hopefully that wasn't too long. I'm just gonna go in order. So, okay. I was thinking of making this title. I might still make the video title of this like one seller rules them all, like for like Lord of the Ring reference. I actually don't know Lord of the Rings that well, so I don't know if I'm using that reference that like correctly to be honest. But like I keep seeing like heavy tech is like such a it keeps like dictating the market price. Like there's also like new sellers being introduced that will like also like that happened to Twilight today. Like Twilight dropped like quite a bit to 215. But Scarlet basically it's like all the boxes that don't have a heavy tech in them, they're primed to possibly go up, or they're more likely to go up. But the ones that heavy tech, it's like oh, there's like the delay. Um, like what it does is that um, it takes like more days to get to the higher price because obviously like these boxes are only selling for like 5 to like 20 boxes a day most of the time, but realistically, it's more like 10 boxes a day. 20 is a little high for most of these boxes. Even Scarlet Vibe, basically, you see this high over here. It's like 18. Um, and yeah, it just takes a while to like get rid of these boxes. Like Heavy Tech listed these 39 boxes like either yesterday or today. Otherwise, Scarlet Vibe base is looking like a lot better. Um, but I also do see like more sellers of like just slightly higher boxes. Like this is like a case 6, 8. Um, 5 is okay-ish. Um, it did actually go up like $1 to like 193. That's about 193. Um, but yeah, like if this listing wasn't here, like it would go up to like 195 pretty like sooner. Paldea the same thing. I don't remember if Paldea was here yesterday. I feel like it wasn't. Um, but yeah, there's 60 boxes here for heavy tech. Um, otherwise it would reach like 227. So yeah, and then Paldea demand's also been decreasing. It's been more consistent. Like before it was about 15 to 20, and now like ever since March 11th, 9, 10, 9, 11. So it's been like lower, like it's actually been lower. And it just like a week ago, I was like, yeah, Paldea has like the best demand in terms of like boxes sold. We just count the pure quantity, but now it's like kind of it's definitely not the best. Um, I think Obsidian is doing well. Um, yeah, I'm seeing just like commonly some of the mid tier sets are doing well, and every now and then like the really good sets for Scarvile do well. But there's definitely some mid tier sets that will purely like sort of I'll just say make news or like catch more attention than other boxes. Um, so it's still around $200. Uh, but there's only 9 boxes until 207. That's a pretty significant price jump, and it's still selling pretty consistently. at least like $9 a day. So I still think Obsidian is still doing strong. I still stand by like as the current market metrics go. Um, Silver, Astral, and Obsidian, they just have something about them that is causing the market to kind of favor them more at the moment. Paradox, the price went down um, to about $3 less, and a lot of it's still like the heavy tech, and people are just tired and they want to, um, or maybe heavy tech lower their price. But yeah, like they're just trying to get rid of these 100 boxes. That's a lot of boxes. And demand actually went down yesterday. It was selling like a lot of days it was selling close to 20, and then some days it was close to like 15. Yesterday it was like 6. It's like a new low. Um, yeah, that's interesting. The price went down, and then the demand went down. I guess maybe the demand went down, and then the price went down. But yeah, it's just like that's half the market, about half the market. 109 out of 255. Um, Temporal, another heavy tech. Like I'm telling you, like heavy tech is like I might even call them in the title. Like they are setting the market price. Um, I think temporal actually went up. So temporal actually went up about $2. Don't like this thing is like way too underpriced. Um, like literally, it's pretty much the cheapest box of like ever, like at the available in the market. Like it's cheaper than any Sword and Shield box, even mid voltage battle styles, which are still like doing their slow thing. They're about 190, and it's at the same price as Paradox right now. It like if you can get temporal at with just $1 above Paradox, like that's an obvious play, except for the fact that temporal has a chance to get reprints and Paradox is most likely not getting reprints. Um, that's the main difference. Otherwise, people prefer temporal and there's less of it. Um, and the fact that like it just recently sold a Pokemon Center, so there's a little more of extra supply lying around. Um, but yeah, like it's definitely like been hard. Like I feel like it's harder for people to accumulate more temporal. People just would have that less, um, and less on sale also. So Twilight went down to 215, and let's see. But so Twilight's been having the pattern where it's it might go down, but it doesn't have that many boxes at that lower price point. So yesterday sold 9, which is a little low for it. Usually it's more like 15. Like actually no, a lot of days it's like 10. Take that back. Um but yeah, 215, that's 219, 220. Like it goes to 234 over here. And then there's that's yeah, I think the speed counter here wasn't here yesterday. So that's causing the price to go down a little bit. So honestly, I think this is a little bit just like a sale. It's not the biggest sale in the world, and like Twilight could still technically get reprint stuff, but I mean, I think it technically is, but the reprint I heard isn't actually very that big. Um, like it's not really that significant. Like it's like at most like one case per store. Um, I think I heard that from Danny Phantom, so whatever he said. Um, but it's 10 boxes at about 215, 220, and then you get one box at 232. Yeah, 232. So it's already it just takes 10 boxes, which is the normal demand. So it's not really that worrisome. And Stellar Crown, it's another box that still seems like it's doing well, but again, it's these boxes are just not affected by big sellers as well. Um, demand was up the last 2 days, like not yesterday, but the 2 days before that at 20, and yesterday went back down to 10. Um, but yeah, there's 7 boxes here, and then that's 9, that's 10, that's like 13 until it reaches about 205, which isn't terrible for it. And there's only 109 available, so Stellar has still some good metrics for it. And then surging, like it went down to 260. I haven't really covered it that much. I'm waiting to see like if it's just like how significant it is. Like it's gone down before, but like generally it's still always around that two. It doesn't really go down like dramatically. Um, and with everything else being so expensive, like I don't see how much more it can really drop. Like surging, like is it gonna go down like worse than Paldea? Like Oftentimes, Twilight and Paldea are both around like at least one of them's around 220 or at least 210. So it's like if like Surgery gets like ever got to like 240, 230, it's like an instant buy because it's like Surgery is more valuable than Paldea and Stellar. I mean and Twilight. All right, that's it for today's video. Thanks guys. Bye.